and salutations, you amazing motherfuckers. How you doing today? It is your pal, Chris, aka Mr. Moon 420, and I'm back with a brand new review for you guys today. First off, I'd like to thank everyone that sent me a happy birthday well wish on either Facebook or YouTube. It got me. I really appreciate it. You guys are fucking awesome. You're the best audience in the fucking world. Don't let anyone ever tell you not otherwise. So today, we're going to be doing a new review for a bit of an older film from director Impey. He's been around for quite a while. You should go on IMDb and check out his list. I'll even put a link to where you can check it out. It's like, holy shit, that's a lot of fucking movies. So yeah, and this one comes from all the way back to 2008. Yes, I wasn't even doing reviews back then, but 2008 was a great time. Hookers. You gotta love them. So the director Impey decided to entitle this film Tortured, aka Sex Slave. It's a bit of a unique mixed genre bag. You have your action adventure, you have your cops and robbers, you have your zombies, and you also have your sexy time. Who doesn't love sexy time? I do. But the film starts off with two guys, Kurk and Quaid. They're dragging a body through this abandoned lot, and they want to make sure to bury it because they did a bit of a fuck up. They realize that, oh, we shouldn't have kidnapped a girl and kill her in the whole process. That was a bit of a oopsie mistake. So while they're in the process of getting ready to dig this hole, they notice a guy stumbling around the same abandoned lot, and I believe Kurk decides he's going to go over and speak to the guy in the abandoned lot. Just tell him to fuck off. So he does this, and just about as he say, hey, what's going on? The guy turns around, and it's a zombie. Oh no! And he rips open his stomach and pulls out his intestines, which look very realistic. Stuff was pretty incredible. Then all of a sudden, the other guy, Quaid, looks and it's like, oh shit, I better get the fuck out of here. And while he does this, he trips over the bag that has the girl in it. The girl rips open the bag and sees him, and oh no, she turns into a zombie. So she goes after him and munches on his innards, and that's how we start the film, titled Tortured, Sex Slave. And then we start the flashback. So basically, this is what's going to happen. The whole rest of the film is basically a flashback. So you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Okay, so I had to look at my video from last night, and it was a little fucked up. I was incoherent for the most part, because honestly, this film made me incoherent. Okay, so let's continue. For the rest of the film, it's going to be the flashback situation. Basically, everything's going to take place a day before the whole clusterfuck. So we're then, quote-unquote, introduced to the girl that will become a zombie, and she decides she's going to have a nice chat with her girlfriend at a coffee shop. It's a filler conversation about how her boyfriend, cheated on her and they broke up, and it's something you really don't need or care to listen to. But although it is an amazing thing that a moron like that could cheat on this very, very sexually hot, incredibly gorgeous, stunning girl. Yeah, I'm a perv. Sorry about that. So then, of course, we're introduced to the two crooks, Quaid and Kurk, and they know they've done wrong. They fucked up because they broke out of the pen, and they figured, okay, what are we going to do? We need to get out of town. But Quaid realizes we need to get a hostage. Well, he's got his own ideas on why they need to get a hostage, but he says, oh, that way the cops aren't going to kill us because we got a hostage, and they don't want to kill a hostage, so they decide to do that. And then, of course, we're introduced to the cops, who honestly won't mean anything at the end of the film. I'm telling you this straight up. You're dealing with two detectives, one that hasn't been around for as long as the other detective, and they're looking over the file of Kurk and Quaid, and they realize, oh, they're horrible people. My God, it's nasty. And the one mature detective, he grabs a VCR tape out of the quote-unquote evidence box, which is honestly a cardboard door that says evidence. So they look at the evidence tape, and apparently it's a snuff film that literally says snuff, but it's so poorly done. I didn't know what to think of it. So they watched that, and it's just like, oh, that's shit. So I was like, oh, I think I was wrong about this film. I may have been, yeah. They look, and then they go back to the Kurt and Quaid. They're driving down the road. They realize they're still looking for a girl to snatch. They take a leak. They come across a homeless man who quite possibly is one of the worst actors ever. It's like, give me your money. Give me your money. And of course, Kirk wants to stab him, but Quaid says, no, we can't do that. We shouldn't do that. But then Quaid takes out a shotgun from the trunk and blows away the homeless man. And Kirk looks at him like, why'd you do that? Like, what? Both of you gonna kill him? It's like you're fucking retards. So then they drive on, and they're looking, and lo and behold, down the road in Northampton, they come across our girl, who goes. Her name is Carmel or Caramel. I'm not quite sure. She's walking her dog, and then they're driving, and it's like, okay, well, let's go ahead and see what we can do, and we'll come back to her. And you see them drive away, as there's another scene that comes on, and it's like, oh wait, they're going to talk. The cops, the crooks are going to be talking again. Nope, it's the cops, because basically, and I'm pretty sure the cops and the crooks are driving the same fucking car. Like there was only one car for this whole production. And what comes next might be one of the funniest by the book, quote unquote, conversations that two cops have regarding criminals are the worst and they should be punished, and now we need to do something about it, and the judges aren't going to do anything. They're going to live in their mansions, and it's so absurd and so mentally retarded. I just couldn't believe it. But what's the pied de resistance, as I'm now going to be doing, is the younger detective. His emotionless face is laughable. While this guy's going on a tangent, he's like, we're not doing right. We gotta take care of everything. No, sir, you can't do that. We gotta take him down. I can't stand this. I'm so sick of this shit. No, sir, you can't do that. You're talking crazy. Acting. So, it becomes night, and the girl's in her home, and she gets undressed, but then she has and for some reason she's having a dream about when her and her man got together. Do you guys remember the room where Tommy and Lisa, Lisa, we could have good times. Oh no, Danny, don't get in the bed. Oh, come, Danny, catch this football while I fuck Lisa. Ha ha ha. Oh, hi, Mark. And it was just that off, and it was bad. It was bad. So Caramel decides she's going to take a shower, and lo and behold, Kirk and Quaid arrive at her house, and they get in with a debit card, which, sure, that happens. They walk past her room while she's taking a shower, and she's doing a shower. I won't give much to this film, but what I will say is there's a great shower scene. It is spicy. So so Kirk and Quaid are watching a shower, and, Quaid's like, "Wait, come on, let's get her." And Kirk says, "No, we can't do that." Like, no, we need to. Like, no, we can't do that. All right, fine, we'll fucking leave. And so they leave, and Lisa gets out of the shower. They they leave, but they decide they're going to go to a bar down the road. And Lisa gets Caramel gets a call from one of her friends. They're like, "Hey, we should go have a beer." And it's like, "Yeah, let's go have a beer." Okay, so Kirk and Quaid decide they're gonna have a beer at a local pub, and lo and behold, 20 minutes later, who walks in the bar? Caramel. Caramel walks in. She sees her friends, and they have a good time, and they're drinking and dancing, and there's an awkward back and forth between Kirk and Quaid with the bartenders, and Kirk and Quaid and the girls that are sitting at the one table. It's off. Like there's not a switch in their head saying, "Oh, we're acting like fucking retards." Did I mention that there's a scene where Caramel and her friend go into the bathroom and they have a little sexy time, which there should have been a lot more sexy time. They take away from the good part of it. Like, come on, if you're gonna do it, go full berserk on this shit. And honestly, I can't tell you anymore from this scene because it's baffling. I mean, Quaid kidnaps the Caramel, and Kirk goes ape shit on a guy, and then he goes nuts. It's bad. It's really bad. Not, "Oh, this is bad." No, this is bad. I mean, it's hard to watch. I kind of want to. Oh, how I can continue it. So they kidnap her, and throughout the film, you notice that there's kind of a gay interest in from Quaid to Kirk, because he's saying, "Come on, you don't have the chops to do this." Anybody's grabbing the guy's cock. It's like, come on, dude. Yeah, and he's really angry when he rapes Caramel. It's bad. Yeah, that whole ending was pretty, and the way it ended was abrupt. It was abrupt. So that was, I don't know. Okay, guys. So now it's the interesting time of what I like to call, what did I think of the film? It's okay. It's not great, but it's not the worst. There were some stuff that were kind of all over the place. I really don't know how to describe it. At first I'm watching and I thought, okay, there's some pretty good acting to it. But the more people that are added, the more it gets discombobulated. You really don't know what's the deal with the two guys. Like, there's a hidden gay sexual aggression with Quaid. Quaid needs, he needs to torture these women, but he's got a fascination for Kirk, or probably any guy. I was hoping there would have been more blood and guts, and honestly, all you get is the beginning shot, and I think the intestines were used twice in the same scene, because it looks exactly alike. The one younger detective, poor as fuck for acting. The other guy, over the top on acting. It was so stupid and not really precise. And did I mention that there was a side story with toxic waste? And it was so shoot in. Yeah, it was shoot in and it came up like, oh, there's, oh, there's a van with toxic waste. Oh, there's a trash can that falls over that has the toxic waste radiation tape on it, and it's an aluminum can. It's so, like, there were drums in the van that had all the toxic waste symbols, but I guess they ran out of tape that said, oh, you should put the tape on them. It was hard to watch at times. It's only an hour, so you're not going to waste a lot of your time with it. I will say there are some really good nudity scenes. I mean, that's what it's got going for it. Other parts, not so much. Would I see it again? No. But if you're a person that's really into underground and independent films, this is for you. It's not really telling a story because the story tries to tell. It's meh. So I don't know if I would watch another Jason Impey film. That is up to you. If you can sit through it and you say to yourself, "Oh, it's not that bad," then go for it. Because yeah, as I said, it's not good, but it's not the worst. So it's got that going for it. I will put a link to where you can check out the trailer and where you can purchase your copy of Tortured, aka Sex Slave, which I'm not quite sure why they called it Tortured Sex Slave. They could have called it Kidnapped. I guess, well, yeah, Sex Slave. We could have said Kidnapped, Raped, because Sex Slave is a whole different genre. All right. Okay, guys. As I said, I'll put a link to where you can watch the trailer and you can pick yourself a copy of Tortured. I think it's like only $7 on Amazon. Guys, thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule for checking this out. Tune in next week. I'm going to be reviewing Paul Ragsdale's Streets of Violence. Oh, I'm excited to check that out. Oh, it looks so good. You've been fucking awesome. I fucking love all of you. You take care. You have a great day. Until next time, rate, comment, subscribe. Click on that bubble. That way you can make notifications. Oh, and make sure you, click a like on my Facebook page. That way you can stay on top of what's happening. And don't drink the Kool-Aid. See ya.